Good afternoon, world. I'm David Gerard, and this is Pivot to AI, video edition number 3. Today, science journal Nature promotes AI chatbots and cryptocurrency for academic peer review. Yeah, really. So Nature is one of the most prestigious journals in all of science. It's the top journal. They're working to fix that, though. They're running multiple articles over the past year or so promoting using large language models, chatbots, for peer review. Like, peer review is part of how science and academia work. Researchers send a paper to a journal and it's sent to other academics to check it's up to scratch, the claims are good and it's interesting, and so on. The peer review process is key to producing solid work. Reviewing is part of the job, just like research is. But instead of telling reviewers to take their time to understand a paper and what it's claiming, Nature is telling them to run the paper through a chatbot. Like a lot of stuff on these lines, this article is disingenuous. It talks about setting up an LLM running on your PC, not just uploading it. But if you're going to run this stuff through a chatbot anyway, approximately 100% of lazy researchers, they're going to be lazy. They're going to just upload it to ChatGPT or whatever. The author also says, quote, LLMs aren't there to crank out a full review on your behalf, unquote. But you know that 100% of lazy researchers are going to be lazy. They're just going to run the chatbot output. The author himself brags about how instead of taking half a day to do a proper review and understand a paper, he can crank it out in about 45 minutes. So they will tell people how much easier it is to just use the error-prone hallucinating robot and then say, but be sure to check it afterwards. Like they didn't just tell you to do the very stupid version. Nature's stated editorial policy is that reviewers should not upload papers into LLMs, and they should disclose use of an LLM. Authors need to disclose if they use a chatbot too. In the real world, when scientists find out their paper was reviewed by a chatbot, they feel demoralized and betrayed, especially as it's mostly not ever disclosed. Was your paper rejected because a bot said so? Did anyone check the objection made sense? You can usually tell chat reviews. They will pick out grammar and style errors, but they'll hardly ever say anything about the actual substance of the paper. Because chatbots don't understand things. LLMs do not understand things. Facts are not a data type in LLMs. They just say words. The author of this article, Dritron Gruder, has previously written in Nature about how he uses ChatGPT to write his own papers. And we're not surprised. You might think that's bad, but it gets worse. Because you might think top journal Nature telling scientists to use an LLM instead of doing proper peer review was a problem. But how about Nature promoting a scheme to use AI peer review paid for by cryptocurrency? Yes No Error says it scanned 37,000 papers in the last 2 months. That's a very big number, isn't it? An undisclosed percentage of these maybe had problems, or so the bot says. Humans have yet to check the papers. Unfortunately, as you might guess, because it's an LLM, Yes No Error doesn't work. Nick Brown at Linnaeus University found that Yes No Error had 14 false positives out of 40 flagged papers that he checked. That's about 35%. Brown warns that Yes No Error will generate huge amounts of work for no obvious benefit. It strikes me as extraordinarily naive. Yes No Error was founded by AI entrepreneur Matt Schlicht. He launched multiple AI and blockchain enterprises over the last decade that went nowhere. He wrote in 2025 how nobody wants bitcoins because they can't spend them. So I guess somehow for undisclosed reasons he thinks Yes No Error's YNE coin will be much more popular. It's not clear why. Yes No Error is also floating the idea of hooking up with Research Hub. Now that sounds an innocuous name. It's a preprint host, a bit like the archive. It pays people though in its own research coin. So it can review papers for its own Research Hub journal. Research Hub was founded by crypto exchange Coinbase on their great mission to turn every single human interaction into a transaction. Turning YNE or research coin into actual money is of course difficult and fraught. You'll need to go through 3 or 4 conversion steps to get to dollars. Like you have to sell your crypto magic beans for Solana magic beans on Uniswap. You have to sell your Solana for dollars on a crypto exchange. You have to hope your bank doesn't close your account for touching crypto. It's a very smooth process, I'm sure. Nature has been promoting LLMs for about the past year, let alone the crypto, and it's not clear why. But it so happens that Nature's publisher, Springer Nature, has been approaching the authors of papers trying to sell them an AI media kit to promote their research for just $49. And they claim this will do media-friendly summaries for you. Sounds great. Of course, they warn you that you'll need to check the output for hallucinations, because it's not like you're paying the money and can expect anyone to check that the bot did a good job or anything. The process of science. It's fabulous. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to Pivot to AI. Please keep doing that and tell all your friends. I won't be doing a video every day. Today's video actually covers 2 blog posts, but it's fun, so I'll keep this going as long as I can. Do please like and subscribe, and this is important, tell at least one other person about this video. Word of mouth is the #1 promotional medium for heartfelt, handmade work like this. There's also links below so you can subscribe or donate to stop the artificial superintelligence from turning all of humanity into paperclips. Thank you all. Bye for now.